Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's another Eagles first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at the Saints defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Don't touch that. 180. Don't touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Saints at 12-3 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
That went into the hands of Flowers. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zay Flowers, 47 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. You look at the Saints defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
No touchdown.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Tiger. Go.
They'll run with Devin Neal. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Take up.
Again, it's Neal as they stay on the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Hawk 70.
2nd and 4. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
get this one across the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
180.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Set. Purpose. 70 Lions. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
70 Lions. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Wrap all 80.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2nd and 10.
180.
Motion left, Smith. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Second and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Hillman. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
In motion left goes Smith. Here's Hurts to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Let's go now. No.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Escapes the defender. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Off play action. Hillman. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Operating from the gun, Hillman. He finds his man, complete. That's Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Hillman. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hillman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback. 28 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14.
31. Eagles 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. The man has got it, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, got it. That's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Let's go. trimmer.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Eagles first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Eagles 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Gets this complete to Shaheed. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Go.
Operating from the gun. Hillman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He finds his man complete. It's Ryan. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Hillman. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Great. Set. Right there,
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got Smith here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for New Orleans, they run their record to 13-3.